Hi everyone, welcome back. This is part 2 of our modeling water and carbon cycles assignment. This is the part of the assignment that we're actually going to be creating the model, and you guys are going to be creating the model based on some reading you're going to do. Everything you need to know about the water and carbon cycles are on individual little cards that are on all of the slides in this presentation, and you're going to go through and you're going to read each of those slides individually and create a little piece of the cycles, and then you're going to move on to the next card and you're going to add that little bit of information to your model, and then you're going to move on to the next one, okay, and so on. So your model is going to be a drawing, okay. It can have words. It's going to have things like evaporation and water molecules and lakes and oceans. You're gonna label things, but by and large it's going to be a drawing with arrows and things like that to represent a carbon cycle and a water cycle. So I would encourage you, as you're doing this, to do it on a scratch piece of paper first with pencil, because you're probably going to have to erase and rearrange things and be able to fit other things in as you go. And then once you have the drawing, once you get to the last clue and you think you have it the way you want it, you can go back through the cards again and add anything that maybe you didn't add the first time because you were unsure. And then once you have your finalized drawing, you're going to redraw that into Bill and take a picture and upload that as your assignment. Now, all of this is part of the learning experience. The reading the clues, the thinking that you've got to do to figure out how one card relates to the next card and relates to the next card. That's all important to this process. So is sketching it out on scratch paper and then redrawing it into your bill. It's all part of what you're doing in this assignment to help you learn this information. Okay, now I do want to encourage you, caution you again that it's okay. You're going to feel confused. You're going to feel a little uncomfortable at first, but that's what you're supposed to feel. You're supposed to feel a little bit confused because it's that process of pushing through that confusion to figure it out. That's going to help long lasting learning happen. Okay, and that's what we're going for. So I want to show you though the first one and to get you kind of started to see what you're going to be doing in this process. Okay, so this first card says the oxygen atom is stored in water, H2O, as a liquid, which is released to the atmosphere as a gas known as water vapor through the process of evaporation. Evaporation is constantly occurring from oceans, lakes, and rivers. This type of evaporation is responsible for 90% of the water vapor found in the atmosphere. All right, so when you go to your drawing for this, I would probably start with like the first thing it says, the oxygen atom is stored in H2O as liquid. All right, so down here, we're going to make a lake. Okay, and I'm doing this on a trackpad, so don't make fun of my drawing. And then down here, I have H2O molecules, right? And it says that it is released to the atmosphere as a gas known as water vapor through the process of evaporation. So I'm going to draw an arrow up into the atmosphere, and this is called evaporation. And up here, we have water vapor. Okay, so this card is telling us that our oxygen atom is stored in water as a liquid, and it's stored in oceans, lakes, and rivers. And then evaporation takes place, and then we have water vapor in the atmosphere. Okay, and that's pretty much it. That's what the drawing part of this first card would look like, and that's kind of how you take the words and turn it into a drawing. Now you're going to have a bigger drawing, right? Because you have lots of cards here, and you're going to kind of add to it. So give yourself lots of room and have fun with it. You may have to erase, that's okay. Okay, you might do a couple drawings before you put the one that you like in your build. That's fine too. It's all part of the learning process. I can't wait to see your drawings.